A Quiet Place was directed by
John Krasinski.
It's based on a screenplay co-written by
John Krasinski.
It stars
John Krasinski
as Lee Abbott and Emily Blunt, real-life wife of
John Krasinski,
as Evelyn Abbott. The couple are trying to raise their family in what appears to be a post-apocalyptic world and are forced to communicate primarily by using sign language, as not to attract terrible creatures who are blind but very sensitive to sound. It's the focus on this detail that sets it apart from similarly themed zombie apocalypse movies. Not only do the characters have to deal with the monsters running about, but the normal everyday environment has also become an enemy. Just dropping something can cause the creatures to come running from great distances. The other focus of the film is the unconditional love of family and the roles each member plays. One of the main arcs revolves around the oldest daughter, Regan, who is deaf. Regan is played by Millicent Simmons, who is actually deaf. She puts on a great performance that's just as good as the adults in the movie. It's really very impressive. In fact, all of the acting in this movie was good. For me, it was refreshing to watch something that wasn't all about action scenes and loud noises. The actors communicate with the audience by using the looks on their faces and their body language. That's not to say there's no talking in this film, but it's minimal. The film's pacing and balance between quiet suspense and action is spot on. Even the monsters are shown in just the right amounts. Not too much, not too little. And when you do see them, the CG special effects are actually pretty good. Now for the negative. Although the CG was good, the design of the creatures felt like a mix of things I've already seen. They didn't look bad, and I wouldn't say they were ripping anything off, but I did feel like they could have been slightly more creative. There's a situation that John Krasinski and Emily Blunt put themselves in that's somewhat puzzling. There's a lapse in time between the opening and the rest of the movie, so we only get to see what they've decided to do about it, but not how they arrived at that decision. I feel like maybe this part of the movie was skipped on purpose to either prevent the movie from becoming too cluttered or to avoid sensitive subjects, but it would have been interesting to see the viewpoints of the characters and what, if any, conflict arose between them. There are a number of things that can be nitpicked and questioned, but most of them are little things that might crop up in any post-apocalyptic survival setting. One of the bigger issues is a clear definition of how much noise can be made before you're detected. They cover this issue a little bit in the movie, but it still feels like at times the level at which you can be detected depends on the needs of the story. The biggest problem I have with this movie is setting. Not the setting in the movie, but the setting in which you watch it. The movie is called A Quiet Place, and the best way to watch it is to be in a quiet place yourself. Although I enjoyed the movie, not everyone in my theater was respectful. It's best viewed without a row of idiots behind you. I give A Quiet Place an 8 out of 10. I was impressed with this one. Good job,
John Krasinski.
If you liked this video, please hit that thumbs up and let me know what you thought about the movie in the comments. Thanks for watching.